Big Ed here. Today we have a Remington Model 700 chambered in 308. This is the Varmint model right here. It's got a 26-inch barrel. It's a heavy barrel, close to an inch at the end. I believe it's a .82 at the end, and it definitely tapers up and gets a little fatter, which adds a lot of extra weight to the rifle. But making a rifle heavier can make it more accurate. Also, definitely dampens the recoil. The heavier gun is, it'll absorb more of the recoil, just the weight of the rifle. This rifle right here, it's basically an SPS model, but it's not it's not a hunter's model. The stock right here, it's got a big fat beaver tail on it, which makes it good to put a bipod on, also to rest it on sandbags, rest it on some sort of a shooter's rest, something in that nature. And it's also got a cushion here on the back too, so soak up some of that recoil. I don't think this will be too bad though in a 308. And the rifle did come with this scope right here. I don't know who manufactures the scope, if it's a Remington scope. I have a feeling they probably bought it from somebody else. But it's a 4x12 power scope, and it came with the scope rings, and this is just how it came from the factory like this. And this is a mossy oak pattern right here on the stock right here, but it's very cool. And if you can look carefully, you can see here that the barrel is free floated in this, but I bet we're going to go home and we're going to do a test on here. If you notice, I can probably push that. Yeah, you can see the stock flexing, and that's not too much force. But this is a baseline stock right here, but I bet this rifle's still pretty accurate. You could definitely do things to improve it, but we're gonna go ahead and take a few shots with this and see what we can ring in. And there's a little cheek piece right there, pretty nice for the money. Definitely an entry level rifle, and it is heavy though. It's got some weight behind it. I believe it's 8.5 pounds. Just the rifle without the scope on, and that's a cheap, definitely an inexpensive piece of glass. So it won't be too heavy, but a pricier scope is definitely going to weigh more than this scope right here. But we're going to go ahead, and again, it's bolt action. Does not have a floor plate to access the magazine. Top feed only. Empty it from the top. But definitely pretty cool. And so we're going to go ahead and take a few shots with it now and see what kind of patterns we can get with this rifle. So I've heard other guys claim with an aftermarket stock in this, they can get 1/8-inch MOA from these firearms. So we're going to go ahead and give it a whirl and see what we can do with it. So just wanted to go over some of the controls right here on the Remington 700. First is the safety. Right there, it's very natural right here. I really like it a lot. It's on safety, safe right there, S, and F4 is for fire. So when you're sitting there getting ready to fire, hunting an animal, that's it right there, and you're ready to rock. Easy to engage and disengage. Bolt action rifle, very easy to see if it's loaded or unloaded. I love bolt action rifles. It's fun. It gives you something to do, and it's definitely more. It's different from a semi-automatic rifle or shotgun or pistol. It's definitely fun to shoot a bolt action rifle. The magazine is a top feed. There is no floor plate on this model, on this Varmint model right here. You can get them on the baseline models of the 700s with the floor plates. You can also get the aftermarket stocks, where you can add a detachable magazine to this. And to remove the bolt, this little stainless button down there, just push that in and the bolt slides right out. So, and there you have your bolt right there. We'll go ahead and pop that back in. But that's basically it right there. So, and it came with the scope. The scope is a 4x12x40. And these are little caps on it. It's definitely a budget scope, but we're going to see what kind of accuracy you can pull out of this and see what we can do with it. Yeah, we're in the bullseye. Yeah, we're good. We're way good. This last one. Yeah. Not an amazing group, but I'm definitely not an amazing rifle shooter, but we're all in probably a little over 100 yards in an area, about, you know, 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches, but we're good. Wow, this thing's right on, yeah. Yeah, there we go. So you can see that bottom right target. The big one I was using to sight in, those are expensive. Well, those are all shooting C's. You can see they're kind of flying around, and then I tighten them up and get them into the bullseye. And you can see the bottom right hand round target. It looks like I might have maybe 2 or 3 of them in pretty tight. And then there's like 2 flyers to the right. So this gun's shooting to the right a hair, so I'm going to bring it just to the left. But, and this is cheap ammo. That's that cheap steel core Winchester stuff. And we're going to shoot some good lead core now and see if we can tighten this up a little bit. Alright, so we got some Winchester 108 grain here, power point. These are soft point deer, antelope, wild boar hunting cartridges, but all that was available today. These are heavy. So we're going to go ahead and shoot some of these. We're going to zoom into the target and see which kind of a group I can shoot in those. We also have the scope on an 8 power, and it goes up to 12, so. Way low. Point of impact could be different with these heavier bullets, so we're just going to go ahead and aim for the bulls every time, see if we can get a tight group. Alright, that's not looking bad. Oh, okay, so that got a little ugly. So we have some Hornady 150 grain soft point, they're called whitetail rounds. We got 4 of those. We're gonna go ahead and shoot these off. We're gonna go ahead for the bottom round 6-inch target, see if I can tighten this up at all, because we had 147 grain, so this gun might like that lighter stuff, and we'll see if we can shoot a tighter group now. Again, the scope is on an 8 power. Alright, that doesn't look very promising. So actually this will be good to show you guys and gals. This is where I was sighting in the rifle, pulling them in. You can see where I put the stickums over first time. That's probably those 3. That's probably 1.25 inches, maybe 1.5 inches tops. This was that lousy group. I shot 2 and I shot 2 over there. That's me. But this is where it has some promise. That right there. Those 3, that's less than 1 inch right there. And then that's me. That shows promise right there. And again, that's with a super cheap scope. Yeah, and that's from a $500 Remington 700 right there. But that shows great promise. This 26-inch heavy barrel is pretty cool. Still a little warm. But it's pretty good. Probably just a hair over 100 yards. 105, 110. Definitely worth putting your money into, worth upgrading. Also great bang for your buck. Don't know if it fits the Mosin Nagant or Remington 870 category, as far as super bang for the buck, like where you can't walk past it without buying, or You know, maybe even a Ruger 1022 fits into that. But it's great bang for the buck. You know, if you want a good target rifle, something to shoot a lot. I don't think we're too deadly against those. All right, let's go for a 2-liter. So we got that big 3-liter right there. We're gonna go ahead and finish that bugger off. So the sun is starting to set here, and I wanted to just do a couple shots standing. The scope ring is definitely frozen. I tried to bring the magnification down from 8, but I can't. It's frozen on the scope. Not super surprised about that. And also wanted to work the bolt and really feel the recoil of this rifle. So we'll go ahead and we're just gonna take some shots into that backstop right there. You know, try to work this bolt pretty fast and see what we... So we got the tannerite set up there, and it's right in the middle of the screen on the bottom half of the screen. Little orange target. So we're gonna go ahead and hit it with the steel core, because that's what this scope seems to like. Find it again. There it is. That was good. Yeah, this gun is liking this 308. But that was a nice little one. That was a tiny half-pounder. We can do. Very nice. Good bang for the buck. If you don't have one, go buy one. You know, lots of different calibers out there to choose from, but very good gun. Hope you enjoyed the video.